It's coffee time. Today I'm going to show you how to make coffee in a Syphon Brewer or a vacuum pot. It has your bottom globe that's going to have water in it. It's got your top chamber that has going to have the coffee. Now you're going to heat from the bottom, and the water is going to boil up into this chamber, fully immerse the coffee, and you're going to remove the heat from underneath. And as the air temperature cools, the water is going to be drawn back down like a vacuum. It's going to filter through the coffee, and it's going to come out nice and clean in this pot right here. So I'll show you how to do that. Today I'm going to use some fresh roasted Honduran coffee. It's organic, and so I just roasted this yesterday, and I had some left over for myself. Now I'm going to make 3 cups. Again, that's 4 ounces per cup, 12 ounces of water, and I'm going to use 7 grams per cup. So I'm going to measure out 21 grams of coffee, and then I'm going to grind it a little coarser than medium, but not as coarse as I would a French press. And then I'm going to go back here and grind it on my Gaja NDF grinder. It's normally the grinder I use for espresso, but I've dialed it in for a little larger than medium grind. So, oh, that grind smells delicious. Okay. So what I gotta do is I need to insert the filter. So this is a cloth filter attached to a metal disc with a spring system. I'm gonna set that right inside here, just drop it down. And now it's got a spring so I can pull it so it'll be nice and tight so the coffee won't escape through. You won't get any grounds in your coffee. So you pull the chain down, okay, until the hook comes over and you let go, it's good. I'm going to set it in the holder here for the time being. Now I've already preheated this water because otherwise if I put cold water in here, it's going to take a while to heat up with the little burner that I've got. So this is already preheated. I'm going to, your globe has markers. It's got a 3 cup and a 5 cup marker. I'm going to go to the 3 cup again. That's going to be 12 ounces. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dump my coffee into the top chamber. Get a little even there. Alright, now I'm going to light my burner. This is just a little alcohol burner. They make butane burners. There's even electric models you can get, so you don't have to get. They even have stovetop models you can put on your glass range if you like, but I'm going to use this. Okay, got my burner going. And I'm going to set it under the glass here. And I'm going to place this over at an angle until it starts to boil. And then when it starts to boil, then I will put it down here. Make sure it doesn't roll up. Okay, I've also got a stirrer here. So as the water begins to boil, I'm going to place this down so it's got a rubber stopper. It's going to create a seal so that as the air expands, it's going to force the water up through the center tube into the upper chamber. And when that happens, I'll give it a little stir just to make sure everything gets saturated and you get better extraction in your coffee. So we'll just let that do its thing for a second here. All right, it's starting to boil. I'm going to get some oven mitts here just in case the glass is hot. It'll definitely be hot when I remove it, but I want to carefully set it down here. All right. Water's starting to boil. I'm going to have my spoon ready. But you'll see as the air expands, it's going to force the water up, and you'll see the coffee begin to rise in this chamber. It's pretty fascinating. Yep, it's already starting to come up here. Can you see it? Now you want to be careful not to let all the water leave this chamber. You could end up damaging the glass. So when there's a little bit left over, that's when you're going to begin to. I'm going to go ahead and start stirring it now. Just gently. Don't want to upset the filter down below. Okay. I'll set my timer. I want to let it go there about a minute, fully immersed, unless I see that the water's running out of the top. Give that a stir there. All right, that's been about 30 seconds. My water's about to be gone, so I'm going to go on the safe side and just remove the heat. It'll take a little while for it to cool down. I'm going to put my flame out here like that. Move it out of the way. stir. Now you can start seeing the coffee coming down and starting to filter through. Isn't that nice? Ooh. Okay. So, oven mitts, don't want to burn yourself. Let's see, there we go. Don't force it too bad. It will be kind of a suction there because of the pressure. All right. And then I'll just set this back on my holder here. And now, it's time to pour some coffee. Got me a mug here. Turn around, and you just leave the glass in its clamp, and you've got a nice pouring handle right here. So, very carefully. Okay, let's taste it. That's very tasty. Oh, that's a good Honduran coffee. I like that. And that's how you make coffee in a Syphon Brewer. So pick one up if you'd like. They're fun to make, fun to watch, and a great way to impress all your friends and let them know just how much of a coffee enthusiast you really are. Well, happy brewing!